The following is a presentation of SC State Athletics.
Welcome to another edition of Inside South Carolina State University Athletics. I'm your host, Ernest Robinson. It's been quite the week for South Carolina State as the Bulldogs have secured a new head football coach. It's Benedict head football coach Chennis Berry, a two-time SIAC coach of the year. He led his teams to an undefeated slate the last 2 years in the SIAC, going 11-1 overall in both seasons. Now, it was a double hit for South Carolina State as the Bulldogs have secured a new athletics director. It's Dr. Nathan Cochran, a 2000 graduate of South Carolina State. He played football with the Bulldogs. He comes to Orangeburg from Walsh University in Canton, Ohio. Today, our attention turns to men's basketball as Coach Eric Martin's Bulldogs will take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, coached by former NBA star Reggie Theus, as the Bulldogs look for their third win of the season. All right, Coach, talk about your style of play. I mentioned Bob Huggins, West Virginia. That's where you come from. Those are your roots, Cincinnati. Talk about what you'd like to see your teams do.
I like getting up and down the floor. I like playing in transition. I like playing fast. In a perfect world, I like to press the whole game. I don't think we're ready to do that yet, but I just want to make the game fast. I got 12 guys I feel comfortable playing. I doubt most teams are going to have that many, so I want to use my depth to kind of wear them down.
When you start doing that, and in the success you've had this year, you've played everybody tough. You know, we talk about this, had this conversation many times, how you stay close. What's it going to take for you guys to get over the hump at the end of the ball games and pull these wins out?
I got a young team, and I'm glad I have this team this year because last year I wouldn't have had the patience. I have the ninth youngest team in America. So with that comes – only way you play well or you get better is experience. And the only way you get experience is to go through things. So we played good at Missouri, we played bad at Missouri. We played good at Missouri State, bad. Same thing with Tulsa. We played so many games on the road. I'm glad we get a few home games here to kind of get our bearings under us. It's finals week, so they can concentrate on that. And, you know, this team, they've done what I've asked them to do. And I need to be more patient. And I think I let them know you got to be patient with yourself. It's a long season.
Start talking about your team a little bit. Davion Everett, who of course was a walk-on originally, leads the team in scoring. Talk about Davion and some of the other players who make your team go.
Yeah, Davion started out a walk-on. He earned a scholarship. I didn't give it to him. He earned it. And at the start of the year, I don't think anyone would have thought Davion would be our leading scorer. But Davion is a veteran. He's played over 50 NCAA games, so he's familiar with Division I, and he knows his role. As I tried to talk to my team this week about figure out what your role is and excel in your role. If you want your role to expand, you need to be in the gym more. But everyone on my team needs to play defense, rebound, and help their teammate on defense. That's the way we can be successful this year.
Coach, when you talk about your team and mention you play a whole lot of people, how do you figure out, you know, who's hot, who's not? And again, you know, foul trouble can be a problem because, you know, you have some big people, but not as much depth as far as big people are concerned.
Right. Well, my rule is play as hard as you can, and when you need out, ask out. And if you take yourself out, you can put yourself back in. You get guys to play as hard as they can. Most of the time, at 3 or 4 minutes, those guys are gassed. So in a 20-minute half, every guy can really get anywhere between 4 and 8 minutes. So obviously, if you're playing good that day, I'm going to play you more. If not, you need to be a good teammate and cheer for the guy who is playing good that day.
Coach, you're talking about the season. It's a long season. This is a part of the season because the real season starts in January when you get into MEAC. How do you build your team to prepare for that? Because that's ultimately what really counts the most.
Yeah, it is. And this schedule that we're playing is going to prepare us for that. You know, you're playing on the road. We got to go to Nebraska. We got to go to Oklahoma State. We've already played at Missouri. I think that type of environment would allow us to be successful when we go on the road. I think the formula for winning the MEAC championship, win all your home games, try and split on the road. So far we haven't lost a game. Hopefully we can keep that going. And I think if we can get that done as far as take care home, we got a chance to win the MEAC.
You got Bethune-Cookman today. Of course, Bethune-Cookman, you think about Bethune-Cookman. Reggie Theus. Reggie Theus was a great NBA basketball player. He's the athletic director there. So start talking about Coach Theus, his influence and coaching against him.
Yeah, well, I'm a Laker fan, and I remember Theus when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings, and even though we would beat them most of the time, he would just light us up. So I know all about Reggie. I know he was out at Northridge out in Los Angeles, where I'm from, and And great coach. I'm going to look forward to at least meeting him and just telling him about my Sacramento Kings memory. And it's going to be a tough game. I told our guys at the start of the season, we don't have any easy games. There's not one easy game on our schedule. We need to be prepared to play every game, whether it's home or away.
What's it going to take for you to get a win against Wildcats?
We're going to need to guard the ball. We're going to need to guard the ball and keep their guards out of the lane, and it always helps if we make shots. I think if we make shots, the sky's the limit for us, because I think defensively we'll get settled in and rebound. Early in the year, we were leading the country in offensive rebound. We kind of got away from that a little bit, but a few practices this week, we were able to refocus about getting on the offensive glass and getting some easy buckets.
Great job, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Halsey is a 7-foot center, and it's controlled by Krosky, who'll give over in the backcourt to Wilson Dubinsky. Dubinsky will bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Man-to-man defense by the Wildcats. Right wing now is Omar Krosky. Krosky goes into the corner to Drayton Jones. Drayton Jones back out front to Krosky for three. It's off the back of the rim. Fought for, rebounded by Davion Everett of South Carolina State, but the pass is stolen by Jacoby Henny. His pass is stolen by Wilson Dubinsky. Over to Davion Everett. He lays it up and in, and the Bulldogs are on the board quickly. Left wing now is Harmon. Harmon inside pass to Hollinger. Hollinger posting Davion up. Spin move on the baseline. Up and good. Derek Hollinger, the 6'6 senior from San Diego, California. Inside the Halsey. He lost it. Too far under the basket. Has to throw it out front to Hollinger. Hollinger for three. At the buzzer. It's good. Austin kicks it in the corner to Atiba Taylor. Taylor with the run off the glass. Nicely done. Atiba Taylor. Teal. Crossover dribble. Left wing to Shaman Austin. Austin. Spin move at the free throw line. Lays up left hand. Nicely done. Beautiful move, Shaman Austin. Mitchell Taylor up the floor. Hands over to Morrow. Morrow didn't get fouled. My goodness. Harmon up the floor. Lays it up and in. 15-12 our score. 12:05 to go here. James Morrow. Outlet up the floor to Jordan Simpson. Jordan Simpson lays up the shot. Is no good. Slam down. Was that Morrow?
That
My
was
goodness.
Morrow.
I think he may have turned his ankle, though. McIntyre. Back over out front to Jacoby Henny. Inside pass down to Hollinger. Hollinger rattles it. He rolls in. 19-17 our score. Bulldog lead 2. McIntyre. He'll give over to Willoughby. 20-19. Bethune-Cookman's lead is a point. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Willoughby. No look inside the Hollinger. Nice pass from Willoughby. Teal and inbound. Does so out front to Dubinsky. Dubinsky pump fakes. Another pump fake again. Boy, Dubinsky just got wiped out, Bill. No foul call. Austin for 2 from the baseline. Shaman Austin with the basketball. Outlet up the floor to McIntyre. McIntyre with the basketball. Henderson. Left wing now is Harmon. Baseline jumper. It's good. Teal over to Everett. Top of the key is McCarty. Right side is Wilson Dubinsky. Inside pass to Everett. Spin move. Put it up and in. Nicely done. Davion Everett.
Boy.
I'm so excited. Zion Harmon across the timeline. Gives it over to Derek Hollinger. Hollinger hands over to Dyson. Dyson starts to drive. Dyson. Right-handed hook shot off the glass.
Wow.
That looked like something from the 70s.
Yeah, he made up his mind. He was going. And
5 seconds. Atiba Taylor starts to drive. Goes up a prayer. And it's put back up and in by McCarty. What a nice job by McCarty.
Right at the buzzer.
To follow Atiba Taylor. And lays it up and in. And the Bulldogs trail Bethune-Cookman at the half. 37-30.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh, and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Hey, South Carolina, you can make a choice for your Medicaid health plan. Choose Healthy Blue. With Healthy Blue, your whole family is covered for free or low-cost checkups and prescriptions, plus eye exams and glasses for kids and adults. Get all this and more from a plan backed by the Cross and Shield. The choice is easy. Get Healthy Blue now at choosehealthyblue.com/SC and get more from Medicaid.
Prisma Health keeps South Carolina hearts beating strong. As the largest cardiovascular provider in the state and home to the only freestanding heart hospital dedicated to the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of heart disease, we provide the heart care you need. With more innovative treatments like LVAD, more specialists, and more locations closer to you, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the heart and vascular experts.
Coach, what a week for South Carolina State. You're a baseball guy. The school went 2 for 2 this past week, and I think 2 for 2 with 2 home runs.
I think you're exactly right, and I don't know which one comes first. You get Dr. Nathan Cochran in here as our athletics director. He's a wonderful example of what you can do if you just keep working. He started out as an Eagle Scout and played a little ball for Coach Jeffries, been an AD at 2 or 3 schools, and now we bring him in here as the athletics director here at South Carolina State. So I'm looking forward to getting here and getting him going, and then next you get Chennis Berry, and the great Chennis Berry for what he's done in the last couple of years. The guy's lost 2 ball games in 2 years, and he's not only been a good football coach, but he's been a fantastic molder of men. I think that might be the biggest reason that he attracted my attention from the very beginning. And he came down and spoke a couple times to our touchdown club, and one of the guys from Sumter said that, man, he had old men over here wanting to play ball. So so he's been a tremendous asset to our entire Midlands community, Columbia, Orangeburg, Sumter, all that kind of stuff over the last couple of years. I think he's been around now about 4 years, and we're excited to have him come here and be our next head football coach.
So first, Dr. Cochran, when you start talking about Dr. Cochran, an ex-football player, an example of what you can become by coming to South Carolina State. He started out and had roots here already. How much did that go into, Coach, him being a good fit for this position?
Well, the first part, of course, is he understands the intricacies, the nuances of the South Carolina State family. We've got a special kind of, I guess maybe feel for one another, and it's good to have one of ours come back. And of course, being one myself, you kind of think about that as a football guy, but Coach Berry was such a strong individual in what he had done until, he kind of overcame the fact that, we're going to let him slide on the fact that he's not a South Carolina State grad, but at the same time, he's been a tremendous, individual in so many ways until, he's that kind of guy also. So, I'm looking forward to those 2 guys getting together. They hadn't really met. I've gotten them together on the phone. But at this point now, they're both, on their way here. They should be here in the next month or so. I think Coach Berry will probably be here, before the end of this month. And then we'll get Dr. Cochran in here around the 1st of January. We're just looking forward to getting them in there and getting their families here and getting everybody to know each other and moving on to the next stage of this process of transitioning into a new group of guys in charge.
Then you start talking about Chennis Berry. Of course, most people aren't that familiar with his background, but he has been around the MEAC. He's very familiar with the MEAC, and of course, his mentor, the guy who kind of helped shape him, Dawson Odoms, a good friend of yours, coach up in Norfolk State. How much did that play into the fact that all these relationships, everybody kind of knows everybody, even before they even come in here? You guys have got an idea of how he will work.
Well, I think you're exactly right, but it goes back before that, Ernest. The guy played his college ball for Bill Davis, and Coach Davis was the one who kind of saw him as a high school basketball guy and said, you know what, I'm going to try to make a football guy out of this guy. So Bill was always a great, had a great eye for talent from the very beginning as a offensive line coach in Charlotte, North Carolina, at Johnson C. Smith University. And these guys are all connected that. We all connected that way. We are a member of the Mushroom Society. The Mushroom Society is an organization of offensive line coaches. And, you know, it's one of those real rare kinds of I guess, alignments of sorts where we all kind of come from the same lineage. And then what happens is he started as an offensive line guy at Savannah. He goes on to be, you know, the offensive line coach at Howard. He's the offensive line coach at A&T. He's the offensive line coach at Southern. And eventually he got to the point where he was not only an offensive line guy, but he was the offensive coordinator. So not only could he call the line play, but he could put the whole offense together. And, you know, that's what kind of makes him special. So he's going to be, and that's a little bit of a transition still as far as how he goes about putting his overall staff together. But he's kind of his own offensive coordinator. And, you know, that'll be fun to see, you know, him take over our offense and run it in a way where, you know, we can get some real good offensive line lead concepts in charge.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, congratulations to you. Congratulations to President Conyers. I know you guys wanted to get something done before the end of the year, and you can't stop smiling, and I know why you're smiling, because you don't have to do this very much longer. You can finally really retire.
Well, I'm looking forward to moving on and to doing some other things to help our university that way. But at the same time, I'm going to get out of these guys' way here pretty quickly here now. And at that point, you know, they got it. So we'll see what happens from here.
All right, we'll take a time, but we'll come back with more with Inside South Carolina State Athletics on this edition right after these messages.
Life moves fast, and while you're raising future MVPs, it's good to know you've got a teammate with Founders, a partner you can trust to always have your back, with products and services that give you the freedom to focus on the more important things. While you're sharing those moments, remember, we're here for one single reason: to help grow your financial success. So when the game is done, you can relax, because at Founders, our most valuable player is you.
The lottery is not about getting rich. The lottery is about helping people, and it always has been. It was the lottery that helped raise the Great Wall of China, maintain the roads of ancient Rome, and in this country, helped fund a revolution against tyranny. And today, in South Carolina, the revolution continues. But we're not building walls or roads or bridges. We're investing in you. Want to learn more? Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
It was transformational.
It just means the world to me. When I first heard that MUSC was coming to Orangeburg, I was excited.
They have an excellent reputation.
It just felt like our local healthcare system was getting an upgrade.
Having them in this neighborhood, this community, really gives us access to world-class care.
It's close to home.
It's going to stop us from having to travel to Charleston or Columbia.
And that will help save lives.
We're going to have more specialty doctors.
I know it's going to help me create a positive impact on the lives of my patients.
We talk about good quality of life, and that starts with good quality health care.
It provides an opportunity for our young people to be employed in our community and stay in the community.
It's a big deal for us to help attract new families and new growth in our town.
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
It's a new day here in Orangeburg with MUSC.
Taylor will inbound.
Bulldogs are scoreless so far.
Jordan Simpson. Simpson lays it up and in. Nicely done. Up and under bucket for Jordan Simpson. Dribbles right side now is Harmon. Here's the move. Goes left wing. Long shot put up and good. Jacoby Hetty with the basket. Hetty backs out. About to take the three inside to Henderson. Post up move. Missed it off the front of the rim. Rebounded by South Carolina State. Drayton Jones is saved to Zion Harmon. Harmon drew up the shot and it goes in. Oh, wow. Harmon starts the drive across the floor. Hetty with the shot. It's good.
My goodness.
Jacoby Hetty with the three-pointer. And just like that, we cut it to 10, takes it back to 13. Davion Everett on the right wing. Top of the key is Jordan Simpson. Dubinsky for three. It's good. Wilson Dubinsky can get going.
Yeah.
61-47. Cuts the lead to 14. Bethune with the steal. Willoughby, no look into the corner. Zion Harmon for three. It's off the back of the rim, fought for, rebounded by Teal. Outlet up the floor to Jordan Simpson. Simpson slams it down. So Simpson on the breakaway. Drayton Jones, shot clock down to 7. Mitchell Taylor starts the drive, lost the handle, saved it to Atiba Taylor. Bulldogs get it over to Dubinsky for three. It wasn't pretty the way they drew it up, but it wasn't the way they drew it up.
I know, I tell you.
Dubinsky gets it to Drayton Jones, back over to Teal. Teal lays it up and in. Michael Teal with the bucket. Dubinsky with the three. It's good. Wilson getting going late. 80-71.
We've got it down to single digits, but we've got less than 5 seconds left.
There you go. And the buzzer will sound, and that will be the end of the ball game. And our score: Bethune-Cookman 80, South Carolina State 71. So a big win for Bethune-Cookman as they get their 5th win of the season. Joining us now, Bulldog head basketball coach Eric Martin. And Coach Martin, it's tough when you out-rebound the team by 16 rebounds and come up on the short end. Turnovers, though, Bethune-Cookman was able to make it up in turnovers. That they didn't rebound, they were able to turn you over.
Yeah, they were just a more aggressive team today, and that's what's so disappointing. I understand you're going to lose sometime, but we were so passive today, and we will not win like that, and I don't even coach like that. So we got to get back tomorrow. We have one day to prepare for a really good Jacksonville team, and we got to come in on Monday with better energy. Our energy was awful today.
You know, Bill Hamilton pointed that out, and one of the things that I thought I noticed was the fact that they reminded me of your team.
Yeah, they do. Oh, man, I can't tell how many times today when I would see 2 of our guys standing around and one of theirs, and they would come up with the ball and shoot a layup. So I gotta go back and watch some film, but at the end of the day, I got to make sure they're ready to go on Monday.
You got some effort from some guys from the standpoint of James Morrow came in and really gave you some good minutes off the bench. Got some rebounds and really got after it. Davion, you always get 10 points, 9 rebounds. There were some efforts, but you could see guys like McCarty make a play, get you a second opportunity, then we missed the layup.
Yeah, I thought Caleb was great today, to be honest. Had a lot of rebounds. He changed some shots. It's just we just couldn't get to the ball. The other team got to the ball 9 times out of 10. And most of the time when they got it, they shot it in. We're missing layups and free throws. That's not a really what my team is about. So I'll put this one on me, but I got to go home and watch film, and then we got to get ready for Monday.
You know, we've seen you play better this year. I guess you are aware that you can play better. You don't have a lot of time. You talk about Jacksonville State on Monday, I guess it is. What do you have to do between now and then? Because now you're talking about there's not a lot of practice time. This is all mental.
Yeah, it is. So I'll watch film tonight, and then I'll decide if that's something we need to see tomorrow, or do we need to move on and just get ready for Jacksonville. I can guarantee you our effort will be better. I don't know what their scouting report was, but it was a perfect scouting report. Don't let Dubinsky get a three-point shot, make everyone else shoot, and when they drive it, just collapse the lane, because our guards, either they can't pitch it or they won't pitch it. So you have to give them credit. They beat us today.
Bill, you got a question for Coach?
Well, I was at your shoot around earlier, Coach, and those plays you all were running, you seem to execute them well. And then in the game, I think the quickness of the guards from Bethune-Cookman swatting at everything, it probably you weren't able to do what you thought you could do against them.
Well, obviously, when you go 5-on-0, your offense looks a lot better than when you get live bodies. But I don't think that somebody putting pressure on you should keep you from running a play or do anything. You square up, you take the pressure. Once again, I need to watch the film because what we just saw here, that was 100% on me. That's not the way Bulldog basketball is going to look this year.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to Monday. I know you can't wait to play again.
I sure can. Get this bad taste out of my mouth.
Well, look, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming over.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Eric Martin. Coach.
This is where the formula ends and the magic begins. We take the mold, shake the mold, and break the mold. From late nights in the gym to later nights in the library, we grind. Because if you think greatness is a game, think again. Here, nothing shines unless we all do.
Why do we travel? Why do we fly? Are we called by the excitement of untold adventures in faraway places? Driven to shape the future of our world, or to share our world with future generations? We designed Columbia Metropolitan Airport for you, and her, and them. So when the day arrives for your next journey, we'll be ready to get you there. Columbia Metropolitan Airport. Fly with ease.
No, that's not how it happened. I won the game. You tripped up the goal line.
You told me you won the game.
No, I did. I won the game. I ran it through. I mean,
that's not winning the game.
It was good seeing you, man. We gotta go. Great seeing you guys.
What's wrong?
Oh, I forgot to call us a ride.
Make the right decision before the wrong one haunts you the rest of your life. In South Carolina, it's sober or slammer.
Hi. Hi. Oh, we all just got new smartphones at Cricket. Hi. Hi. Hola. Hi. Hi. Okay, bye. Bye.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
All right, so that's going to do it for this edition of Inside South Carolina State University Athletics, as we try to keep you up to date with what's going on in South Carolina State's community. Glad to have you with us. Join us next week for more Inside South Carolina State University Athletics right here on Watch Box 57.